The information that I am providing in this video may save a cat's life. My name is Dr. Sarah Wooten. I am a small animal veterinarian with over 20 years experience in veterinary medicine. And in this video, I am going to talk about what to do if you see a cat get hit by a car. If you see a cat get hit by a car, it can be an extremely emotional, jarring experience, especially if it's your own cat. So if you see this happen, believe it or not, the first thing you need to do is calm yourself. You need to breathe because you're likely to be amped up on a bunch of adrenaline or other stress hormones that can cause you to make decisions that are not good, that are not safe for the cat or for you. And you want to be in full control of your faculties. So if you see this happen, yes, it's shocking, but you must calm yourself so that you can make the best choices and give that cat the best chance of surviving this accident. So breathe. Once you've calmed yourself, you're going to want to get this cat out of the roadway if they are still on the roadway. So while you are managing your mental space, you are going to need to act quickly but safely. Remember, there's going to be other cars going back and forth in the roadway. They may or may not have noticed the accident. And so if you have to enter traffic, you're going to want to make sure to be able to do it safely in a way that does not endanger your own health or the health and safety of any other drivers. And you don't want to create any additional traffic hazards as well. The best way, if a cat is laying there, is to get either a jacket or a blanket or a towel, something that you can use to wrap the cat up. And the reason for this is the cat may have sustained severe brain or spinal injuries or internal bleeding that will require the cat to stay very still in order to not exacerbate the problem. In addition, there may be broken bones and other things going on. So the best way for this cat to be transported is for them to stay quiet and flat as possible. So if you are approaching the cat and they are laying down, the best thing to do is to put the blanket on top of the cat, leaving their head out so they can breathe, put the blanket on top, and then gently sweep the blanket under the cat and then hold the cat closely to your body. And the reason for this is a cat that has been hit by a car will probably not be in their right mind. They may bite or scratch. And so if you're doing this, you've got their entire body contained inside of that blanket and their body is supported by your arms. That is the best way to minimize the movement and protect yourself from teeth and claws. Once you have the cat and you're safely out of the way of traffic, that's the time to assess the cat for life. Signs of life include breathing, moving, blinking their eyes, a heartbeat that you can feel right behind their elbow on the side of their chest. If they are laying on their side, you can feel that. If they are not breathing, if their eyes are open with no blinking, then that cat is most likely deceased. And if the cat is deceased, you can either call animal control to come get the body or take the remains to the animal shelter or a local veterinary hospital, and they will take care of the remains. If the cat is showing signs of life, then you need to transport that cat to the nearest open veterinary hospital for emergency care. They need to go immediately. The cat is likely scared and injured, so it's important to continue to safely restrain them in the towel. If you have a cat carrier, that is best, that you can just slide the cat in and then shut the door. You can also use a cardboard box, or you continue to hold the cat wrapped in a towel on your lap if you're not driving. The cat, I've said this a couple times, but I'm going to say it again, needs to stay as quiet and motionless as possible until they're assessed by a veterinarian. I also recommend calling the veterinary hospital while you're en route so that they can be prepared when you get there to provide life-saving actions. If the cat has an active bleeding, so if there is an artery or a vein that's been severed and you've got blood that's spurting out, you're going to want to put pressure on that vessel. If you don't have anything, a sock can work really well to just put direct pressure on that. And what that does is it closes that vessel down. It doesn't repair the tear in that vessel, but it will keep the cat from hemorrhaging out of that vessel that's torn. And that's really important because obviously blood is needed for life. And so you want to minimize any hemorrhaging by applying direct pressure to whatever is actively bleeding. The other thing that you can do for the very short ride over, there's not much you can do, but the other thing you can do is make sure that their nose is free of any obstructions. Sometimes they will have bleeding in their respiratory tract or in their jaw that will cause blood to accumulate around their nostrils. So remove any blood clots that have accumulated around their nostrils so that they have a clear airway. Make sure their face is open to the air so that there are no breathing obstructions. And honestly, there's not much else you can do other than transport them to the vet clinic where they will be assessed and receive the appropriate emergency treatment. And lastly, if you have done this as a good Samaritan for not even your own cat, take some good karma home with you because you potentially have saved a life. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you never have to deal with a cat that's been hit by a car, but if you do, now you know what to do.